What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we have another easy shiny hunting exploit location for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And of course, guys, you like these types of videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Let's hit that 20K sub goal, and I really appreciate it. So to begin, we are going to be going to the North Province Area 3 Pokemon Center. And then from here, we're going to get on our ride Pokemon, and we're going to go cross the river here. And we're going to be heading towards the flower field, hugging the left side of the wall. In between these like ridges here, we want to go in between, and then when it gets to this more open area towards the beach, that's exactly where we're going to be doing a picnic reset. So we're almost there, and now we're pretty much here. So we can actually do it like right here. You can go a little bit further. This is actually a pretty generous location in general for the spawns, but I think just doing it within the purple flowers is a great location. So one, I recommend just saving your game like always, just in case you make a mistake, you don't get the shiny in 30 minutes or something bad happens to you. You can just reload it and you did not waste any of your sandwich resources, which is very important. Now let's save our game. And now we're going to set up a picnic right here. And this is actually a pretty nice spot, like a classic exploit location spot where all you got to do is just make the sandwich. You don't have to really move the camera too much either. And the first sandwich that we're going to be making here is going to be a normal type sandwich, because there is one normal type Pokemon that we can isolate shiny hunt here, and that is going to be Chansey. And for the normal type sandwich that I'm going to be making, I'm going to be using 1 chorizo and 2 salties. Of course, other recipes will work. We're just trying to get a normal level 3 shiny for encounter, title, and shiny level. There we go. We got level 3 sparkling title encounter for normal type Pokemon, and we're ready to begin this shiny hunt. And with this hunt, we're going to be getting Chanseys popping in, and we're going to get up to 15 Chanseys spawning in, and they will actually continue to spawn in. If you quit your camera a little bit more to the left, you can see like some will come in. Of course, depends on your positioning, but you're in the middle of the flowers. You can see, yep, that is pretty much going to be 15 Chanseys coming in. And I like this method more than running around in this area, just because you do get a bunch of Chanseys still spawning with a normal type sandwich you run around. But I feel like you get more spawns faster by doing this. And honestly, it just feels a lot easier. It's a much more passive shiny hunt, but it does feel a lot easier. Now, for the shiny for Chansey is going to be very easy to find. It's going to be green, so you don't have to really search or zoom in or anything. It's going to be the green egg among the pink eggs here. There is a slight chance that a Blissey could spawn, but I would not be able to shiny hunt Blissey with this method, just because Blissey is like a really low spawn rate. I think it's like a 5% or like a 1% spawn rate in this general area, so you're really not going to get a Blissey. So you should be lucky if you even get one regular Blissey from doing this method, because odds are you probably won't. So if you got a shiny Blissey, that would actually be insane. But I'm sure I'll get this shiny within a sandwich or two, especially if you have the shiny charm like I do. And there we go. We got our shiny Chansey right over there. Very obvious. And it took us about 12 minutes, so not bad at all on our first sandwich. So something that's very important in Chansey is these Pokemon will run away from you when you try to actually interact with them. And when they run away, they will despawn. So I highly recommend saving your game before you actually get the encounter, because you don't want to lose it. You know, you spent all this time doing it. I highly recommend it. But we're just going to go in, because I'm a crazy person, not going to save. And there we go. Shiny Chansey, the big orb, and honestly looking great. Looking great. Now, if you didn't know, Chansey has a high special defense stat, but, you know, obviously if you have a false swiper, very easy to take this thing down to 1 HP. But, of course, it'll heal itself, so watch out for that. But there you go, Shiny Chansey, and we'll move on to our next shiny hunt. And now for our next shiny hunt, we're going to be going for an electric type sandwich. I'm going to use the 1 yellow bell pepper, 1 salty, and then 1 spicy to make this electric type sandwich. Of course, you can use another recipe that's listed on screen with the triple yellow bell pepper and the cucumber and pickle. There we go. We got sparkling title encounter for electric type Pokemon. And now with this sandwich, we are going to be able to shiny hunt Dedenne. And this Pokemon is going to be the only electric type Pokemon that actually spawns in this zone. And it's going to be similar to Chansey, where we're going to be getting 15 spawns, fast and easy with it. And yeah, they're a little bit small, a little bit harder to see, but the shiny is super obvious. It's going to be a chocolate hamster instead of the orange hamster. So you just look for like a brown, black looking ball running around, and that's going to be a very easy shiny to notice. Luckily on this side of the field, you don't actually get the Pawmies and Pawmonts to spawn, so you don't actually have to worry about that. This is going to be a complete isolated shiny hunt, which is definitely going to be the best in the entire game for getting these Pokemon. And I actually wish I knew about this spot when I was hunting for this before instead of doing town resets, because I think this is so much better than doing town resets at a normal type gym for this Pokemon. This is like super fast, super easy, and I'm sure you'll get it within a sandwich or two. There we go, all the way in the back. We have a brown guy moving around. Took about 15 minutes to get this shiny, but there we go, shiny Dedenne. Right over here, little chocolate boy. Perfect. A little bit hard to see, but like once it spawns in, it's like, oh, that's not orange, that's brown. But there we go, we got an easy shiny for us right there. Definitely one of the cooler looking Pokemon to me. I love this thing. My girlfriend loves this thing a lot too, but there we go. It's an easy shiny hunt done, and let's move on to the next one. Now for our last sandwich, we're gonna make a bug type sandwich with a cherry tomato and then 2 salties. This one is not an isolated hunt, but you get a really good set of spawns for Vivillon, Combee, and Vespaqeen. And there we go. We got Sparkling Title level 3, Title and Encounter for bug type Pokemon. And with this, we're going to get spawns of Vivillon, and we're going to get spawns of Vespaqeen cluster spawns too, with Combees in there. And this is going to be a very interesting shiny hunt. I think it's actually worth covering the video because it only is these 2 species of Pokemon. If you were to do a flying type sandwich, you would actually get the additional Hoppids coming in here, which I think if you're having 3 Pokemon spawn in, that's just not going to be a great hunt at all. But I do think with 2 different spawns coming in, I think you can pretty easily try to get both of them. And your shiny rate's obviously the same for both as well. So for Vivillon shiny, instead of having that like gray-black body, it is going to be a white-ish body. So you just got to pay attention to the body type. And Combee and Vespaqeen are incredibly easy to notice as they are going to be orange instead of their yellow. So that's going to be super easy to notice on those guys. So I say the Vivillon is probably a little bit harder to notice, and they do move around more. The spawns are going to be a little bit random in the sense of like which one you're going to get more of. Sometimes you get way more Vivillons. Sometimes you get way more Vespaqeens. I'll say technically it is easier to get more Vespaqeens and Combees because it is just 1 spawn that needs to come in, which gives you 5 spawns. But at the end of the day, they're both going to have the exact same shiny rate, and I do recommend trying out this hunt. Now, I will also mention that grass type sandwiches aren't great here because you get way too many grass type Pokemon spawning. You get the Hoppip line, you get the Fomantis line, and you also get Sunflora. So I would not recommend doing that type of hunt here. And for Fairy, it wouldn't recommend it either just because you get Flotet. However, it's super hard to see the Flotets, and I just personally would not recommend hunting here for Flotet. I think Area 0 actually ends up being better if you don't care about getting all the different colors of Flotet. And there we have it, guys. That is all of the shinies that we can hunt in this location fast and easy for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And of course, guys, if you have a good shiny location, please let me know in the comment section below, or let me know in the Discord server and send me a picture because that'll be great so we can make a video on it and I'll give you some credit on it too. And of course, guys, if you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.